What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well today. I want to give you guys a little bit of a showcase on the final weapon unlock for the assault class in BF5. But before I get into that, I want to quickly share with you guys my Instagram and my Twitter account, as the reason for that is there's going to be a lot of content that won't make it on my YouTube channel that's going to be on those two other social media sites. So be sure if you want to keep up to date with all the cool stuff I have coming out, like my most recent V1 rocket for the win on the game mode breakthrough. We have like 2 more lives left, and I dropped the V1 at the perfect place at the perfect time, rack up a bunch of kills to help give my team a little bit of that edge to cap the final sector and win the game. So really cool and epic stuff I have going on here that again doesn't make it on my YouTube channel. So be sure to be following me at Livin LIV1N for Instagram and for Twitter. But let's get into the final assault class weapon they can unlock for the launch of BF5, the Gewehr 1-5. Not to be confused with the Storm Gewehr 1-5, the first rifle available already unlocked when you first start Battlefield 5. The Gewehr is the final rifle you unlock at assault level 20. Now that's not to say that because it's the final rifle unlocked, that necessarily means it's the best rifle, as all the rifles and weapons in the game are meant to excel in different areas. However, for my type of gameplay, and maybe yours as well, it could possibly be the best assault class weapon. Now what I've been looking for in a rifle is something that I can extend the range out on and not feel I have to put a million shots on the enemy player. There's nothing worse than posting up further back, watching enemy players push up as you lay down a few shots on them that aren't able to finish them off, which then causes you to lose that element of surprise. Now the Gewehr 43 does a really good job at doing this. Another semi-automatic rifle, has one of the better damage statistics for the assault class and has great accuracy, but its 10-round magazine makes it a struggle if you're trying to maybe stop a squad from pushing across the field. This is what I've noticed has made the Gewehr 1-5 a significant weapon, as it has that 30-round magazine, which is plenty enough to do significant damage on a full squad pushing up. Now it falls a little short in damage to the Gewehr 43, but really I'm not trying to extend the range out super far, something that the Gewehr 43 would be more suited to, especially if you're trying to take out those snipers. But personally for me, I'm not looking to battle snipers at their longest range, but be between those mid to long range battles and hold my own. What is nice is the closer I get to the enemies, the more I feel confident than having my 10-round magazine the Gewehr 43 has me limited to. So I'm able to get a bit closer to the battles if necessary and not find too many instances where I'm caught near enemy players having to reload. Still not going to be an automatic rifle like the STG-44 where I can go in full auto, but if I wanted to peek into the objective, I don't feel like I'm going to have to reload after engaging only 2 to 3 enemies. Now here's a clip of a perfect example of what I'm really looking for. I'm looking to have those mid to long range areas where I can catch those enemy players who are pushing up. I'm a little bit too far away for really any of their weapons to do too much damage onto me. Again, I have to be careful for the scout classes and a lot of those machine guns, but if those machine guns are moving and the scout classes are, not really paying attention to me, I'm kind of dodging behind cover, I can hopefully kind of rule this type of range right here. I want enough ammo to be able to take out these players and not have to be reloading after like 2 or 3 engagements, so I can keep firing and hopefully take out a full squad, which I do some pretty good damage here. I end up getting taken out by a KE7, which seems to be my kryptonite lately, but yeah, this is what I've been looking for a lot lately, and again, I feel like the Gewehr 1-5 is really holding up in situations like this. Now I went on the right side for upgrading its specializations, of course having my 3x scope equipped, because again I mainly want to focus this weapon to be that mid to long range gun for me. So I got the quick aim to aim down sights 33% faster, the light and stock to move 60% faster while aiming. I will say it will be interesting to see this gun specialized with the left side of the progression tree, as the hipfire goes up quite substantially. Though I have been leaning more to having my STG-44 being upgraded with hipfire, as I feel like the STG-44 leans more to that mid-range and maybe even a little bit of close quarter combat, and this weapon, the Gewehr 1-5, I'm leaning more to have that mid-range to long-range type of battles with. I got the custom stock, which improves the accuracy and aim fire while moving, and finally got the recoil buffer, which improved the control of my gun, giving it less upwards recoil, which was probably the main part of specialization I was looking forward to the most, as I did feel at times its 360 rate of fire gave a bit more of a kick, something you don't feel quite as much with the Gewehr 43 and its 300 rate of fire. Plus, even if you start to get going with the Gewehr 43, before that recoil even begins to start to kick in, you soon then have to reload. Something the Gewehr 1-5 you won't have to do as much, so when you're firing those 31 rounds rapidly, you could see why I wanted to reduce my recoil as much as possible. But what do you guys think about this weapon? Again, just because it's the last on the assault class list doesn't necessarily make it the best, as the stats always show pros and cons to each of the weapons, as again I detailed some of that there earlier. But nevertheless, a solid weapon, something I'm going to be enjoying for a good mid to long range type of gun. But that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin, and I'll catch you guys again later.